Hello, my name is Jesse Mecham with another episode of the Jesse Mecham Show, and I'm here each week to obsess out loud about spending purposefully, saving aspirationally, and giving joyfully. What I want to talk about today is how most people, and you might be one of them, you're not alone, most people are bad with money. And I was thinking about that during a dance class. It was actually, your first question is going to be, well, what kind of dance class do you attend, Jesse? And it was modern and jazz and ballet. And it was all in 1 hour, and it was with my daughter. It was a daddy-daughter dance class / humorous time of entertainment. It was meant to have these dads really appreciate how hard their daughters work, and it worked. As I'm in there learning and have never done anything of the sort, I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be funny if I or one of these dads just really thought we were pretty good at dancing? And everyone looking, you had to kind of perform in front of the others. It was totally fun. I would do it. I would do it every Friday because, frankly, I'd like to get a little better at it. But it was hilarious and so fun and just fantastic. But wouldn't it have been funny if one of us would have just been like, just no sarcasm, like, I'm good at this. And then everyone watches them do a leap or a turn or a plie, trying to think of all the words I learned. And we all watch this person and they kind of strut off the floor thinking, I'm good. And everyone around you is kind of looking at each other like, is that guy serious? Does he think he's good? There wasn't a guy in there that thought he was good. I can tell you that right now. We all knew. But wouldn't that be funny? And that's why I was thinking about being bad with money, because I think about money a lot. I do it for y'all. And most of us, we're bad at it. If you've been doing YNAB for a long time, and if you don't know what YNAB is, go to ynab.com/Jesse. Software that helps you never worry about money again. But if you don't know what YNAB is, do that. If you do know what YNAB is and you've been doing it for a while, then you're probably good at money. That's what YNAB does, is it takes you from bad at money to good at it. And I thought it'd be interesting to just think through different ways. So maybe to lower the guard a little bit for someone listening to this where they're like, I'm not bad at money. I'm not that bad at money. And they might have an idea or a concept in mind of what bad at money means. And so I just want to tell you what I know that it means. First, when we're talking about bad at money, we're talking about spending. Because from spending, everything else flows. And YNAB fixes the spending, gets you good at spending. That eliminates your money worries. But if you're bad at money, you have bills waiting for money to arrive. If you are good at money, you have money waiting for bills to arrive. It's just a little bit turned around. If you're bad at money, money starts fights with your spouse. And if you are good at money, money inspires dreams and goals with your spouse. If you're bad at money, you live paycheck to paycheck. That's a telltale sign. That's why I was saying most of us are. 80% of the U.S. lives paycheck to paycheck. By definition, my definition of bad at money, paycheck to paycheck means you are still bad at money. Do you know what to do? Yes. And that's so much of the way there. But you still have to do the work to actually break that paycheck to paycheck cycle. So yeah, when you're good with money, you live a month ahead. When you're bad with money, you spend reactively. And when you're good with money, you spend proactively. When you're bad with money, you spend and you don't see the trade-offs. You don't see all the things you said no to. And when you're good with money, you've considered the trade-offs already. You know where you stand with your spending. Yeah, I guess I'd say when you're bad at money, money worries you. And when you're good at money, money empowers you. And I want people to be good at money so they never worry about money again. The way you do that, you just give every dollar a job. And we have questions that you walk through to make sure that you're considering every important angle. There are only 5 to giving every dollar a job before you spend. And when you do that, you just do that practice over and over again, like like a good yoga practice, or like stretching every day so you become a great dancer, or showing up to some daddy-daughter Friday dance every week. I know I would improve. Would I get good? Probably not. But luckily, with money, you don't have to deal with physiology and very tight hamstrings. You just have to do the practice. You just have to give every dollar a job over and over again. And I guess that's what I want you to not forget today. Well, 2 things. I want you to maybe acknowledge that you are bad at money. And then I want you to recognize that you can be good at money so quickly. And you will never have to worry about money again.